Okay, so we're carrying on. We're going to go back into the Claw Viper Temple. Grab the Amulet of Viper so that we can use the Horadric Cube to restore the staff. Before we do that, we'll go back to see Kane, see if there's any dialogue that he has to say about us picking that up.
The Viper amulet you bear is actually the headpiece of a Horadric staff. Yes, you have an uncanny knack for finding rare and valuable artifacts. Of course, you'll have to use a Horadric cube to combine the headpiece with the shaft.
Groovy, and so then we're going to do that. We'll chuck that in there with the Amulet of the Viper, and is that it? That's it, eh? So now we've got the Horadric staff, and I believe we take the staff into Talrush's tomb. So what is that, a part 4? Or is that's Talrush's tomb there, so I think that's a part 4, and it comes later in the series based on what I'm seeing here, because now we have to look for the Arcane Sanctuary within the palace, which is probably the next episode. So okay, so we've made the Horadric staff, so the next episode will be Arcane Sanctuary, and then maybe we'll finish this episode as a tale to by speaking with Jaren.
Hello.
Even though that will begin
When
the
the
next.
troubles began here, I allowed the terrified harem guilds to join me within the safety of the palace. All was fine until one night. Screams echoed up the stairwells from the harem. My guards arrived to find the poor girls being slaughtered by a merciless band of hell-spawned demons. My brave guardsmen tried to push the demons back into the mysterious rift from which they came. Ever since, my men have fought a losing battle. Demons have continued to pour through the rift into the palace. Ultimately, I hired Graze and his mercenaries to help protect the rest of my fair city. Drognin believes that the Arcane Sanctuary lies buried underneath this palace, since Lutgalain occupies the site of an ancient Vigeri fortress. My palace is open to you now. Take care.
Right, and we'll speak to
Stay
Kaylin.
out of trouble.
Cool. This begins Arcane Sanctuary, and so this is where this will end. This is like part 3 of the Horadric staff, which will lead into the Arcane Sanctuary, and we'll start by being in the Arcane Sanctuary, I think, or just before we get to the Arcane Sanctuary. So we'll go through this harem. I'll go through this harem levels, and then we'll start just before we enter the Arcane Sanctuary, just so we're beelining it through the campaign and not wasting your time with the grind. Okay, cool. Alright, the journey continues.